And now, another episode of the Game Changers podcast with Sydney and Luke Hurst.
All right, y'all, we have a very special guest today. Today we are joined by University of South Carolina junior defensive back, Jalon Kilgore. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm doing good. No problem. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me
Yeah,
on.
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, definitely.
So Jalon, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you right now? Kind of your backstory.
So I'm from Milledgeville, Georgia. That's where I grew up, born and raised. I got two older brothers, Gerald, who's on the team, and then I got another older brother named James Kilgore. He's a junior, and he ran track at Clinton State and went to school for nursing, and so that's what he's doing right now. A RN at he's at a hospital in Conyers, I believe. Conyers or Newton, one of those.
Oh,
up
wow.
there. Yeah.
That's
And then
awesome.
my parents been together for a real long time, and they've been in my life. Blessed for them to have them. Me and my brothers pretty much grew up together playing sports, and because actually we grew up in Milledgeville, but when I was in high school, me and Gerald transferred to Edenton, Georgia, and that's like you see when you like see my name up on the sign. If you look me up, it'll say Edenton, Georgia. So, really from both, the best of both worlds. So, yeah. Because the
That's
reason my
awesome.
dad, we transferred to Edenton to Putnam County because my dad wanted to be closer to his church, and it was just like felt like a better situation for the whole family. So,
Yeah. Do you like it there?
yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's
Down
awesome.
south country, so I love it there.
Do you listen to country music?
Here and there. I got my
Here and
playlist.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's some
I
good
listen
ones, some good hype
Morgan
ones.
Wallen here and there.
Yeah,
That's a good-
Morgan
yeah,
Wallen's
big fan.
the good one at the moment.
Yeah, facts.
I'm a more '90s country guy. I like
Yeah.
older country, but
Yeah,
the country now is turning into more pop music. But I still enjoy it.
yeah, that's real.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen's got it.
Yeah.
So what influenced you to kind of start picking up and playing football? Was it your brothers? Was it your dad? Was it just something you picked up and were good at?
Basically, like my dad always had us in sports. Like he grew up playing sports with him and his brothers. They all ran track, played basketball. They never played football. One of my uncles played football, but that was it. But he ended up first day of practice ended up like breaking his collarbone or something. So
Oh,
like the
wow.
ninth grade. So he never played it. He never played it football again. But he was really good at basketball. Though he always good at basketball. My dad played when he went to the military. He played basketball over there. So like they all played basketball, and then so like he just wanted us to try every sport. Like didn't want to put all our eggs in one basket. So and I just always like football just because of the contact. Like
Yeah.
I had a lot of anger as a little kid. Like I was able to take it out on the field. So that's what really made me fall in love with it.
Yeah. Well, growing up with brothers, I can understand that.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah.
I gotta
Is it only you three? Do you have any sisters or anything?
Nah, it's just us three. My mama thought I was gonna be a girl, but I was the last one. She thought she was probably gonna get a girl, but nah, she got stuck with me. So
Yeah, she was hoping. That's okay.
yeah,
That's okay. I'm sure she loves you just the same.
definitely.
Luke and I like to joke that that one of us wasn't planned, and we have an argument that goes back and forth because we're twins, right? So one of us was not
Yeah.
planned.
Yeah,
And
my
I was
brother
born
was the same.
first. So I
Yeah.
technically think that she wasn't the one that was wanted because I came
It's
out
not
first.
true.
So
See,
Yeah, but
my
he
brothers do the
he did
same
that.
thing. My brothers do the same thing to me.
you
Yeah,
got
they
to.
always, yeah,
You have to. You really do. Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. Yep, he's 15 minutes older than me. His 15 minutes of fame.
exactly.
Yeah. So what sports did you? So obviously you picked up football and you're very good at it.
Yeah.
How how did your upbringing as well as playing multiple sports kind of shape you into the football player you are?
Yeah.
I do know you played multiple sports in high school, right?
Yeah. So I've been playing. I played baseball, basketball, football, and I ran track. So I played all those sports up until 10th grade. Well, I stopped playing baseball early. I was really good at baseball. Like baseball was my first love. Like I wanted to go to the MLB and all that, but I was like, the chances, very
It's
slim.
so tough. It's so
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, I'm knowing, especially because I know you play baseball. So it's like,
It's so tough.
if you're not starting at 6 years old, ranked, you ain't got no
No.
chance.
Nothing.
Nope.
No.
No.
So I think I stopped playing like around 7th grade because I was like, it just got boring to me. Just I was always playing the outfield. I mean, like I would be like when I was younger, and I would be because I would always have to play up with Gerald because my parents they wasn't trying to pay for both, be at two different stadiums at the same time. Like it's already AAU, so it's already a lot of money put into that.
Right.
So I just had to play up with Gerald for a lot of tournaments, and I was like, I would still be dominated, but it'd be just like size difference, speed difference, just from the age and stuff like that. But when I go to my league, I dominate like easily. Like I'd be jumping from team to team, like playing with everybody, like winning championships and stuff like that. But it just kind of got boring, so I kind of fell a little bit more into basketball, which I played all the way up to 10th grade, or to 10th grade of high school, and then I stopped playing basketball. Then I came back to baseball my junior year in high school because it was Gerald's senior year, so I wanted to play with him for his last year.
Oh,
And then
nice.
we ended
Yeah.
up falling out. But I didn't get to really do what I wanted to do because in the playoff game against Fitzgerald, I broke my thumb. And that was like that was going into baseball season. So all I was able to do was run bases for real. But it was still fun just to go there to go to
Yeah.
games with him. And then like I've been playing, but football. I always play football. I never stopped playing football. So
Was there anything like, for example, our parents put him into gymnastics so that he could be more flexible, and it helps. He can stretch. He's a first baseman, so he stretches. Was there anything like did in track or baseball that kind of helped you? Obviously, none of them are contact sports, so
Yeah.
there's a lot that you learned from playing just football. But was there anything you learned from playing those other sports that you still use?
definitely baseball easily with tracking the ball. Like my dad used to have us like just grab the ball, throw it up on top of the roof, and then just try to go catch it like off the crazy hop, stuff like that. We'd always throw to each other outside, stuff like that. Had a mitts, like he'd put up the tires for the targets and stuff like that. We'd have all that, and then like that used to help just tracking the ball back then, like diving for balls, like for the baseball, like that's even smaller than the football. So for that size, just like tracking the ball, like becoming a receiver, playing it at DB, turning into the receiver, that helped in that way. With track, I say really track was the base of everything. My dad, it was like, I don't know, no matter what sport you do, I want you to do track because I want you to always be fast. Because the speed is the top tier thing, the speed, the athleticism, like all that. So my favorite thing in track was the 200, 400, 100, and the long jump. So I won state in the long jump my junior year. So I feel like that definitely helps with the football. And y'all can see that from the past
Oh yeah.
Alabama game with the deflection and everything. So I feel like track was really mainly the main base for all of that. And then basketball, I feel like just like a lot, just being man-to-man coverage a lot of times, and just being competitive. Because I feel like basketball is one-on-one every time down. So you got to be competitive in that. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. It definitely shows. And what's good is that and you and I share the same thing. I thought about doing track. I did pole vaulting for a little while. Don't ask me to run a mile. Don't ask me to run like long.
See, like
Nope.
my dad used to do that. Like, see, my oldest brother, he was the one who ran the long distance. Like he did like the 3,200, 1,600, 800. But he was a 400 guy too though. Like with my dad, he would
Oh yeah.
always he would make us always learn how to run long distance. Like every Sunday,
Yeah.
like through the summer, we would run a mile that Sunday. Like we would work out Monday through Friday. We was working out. And then that
Wow.
Sunday, that's like the cool off day. You just go like just run a mile and that's it for the day. So we was always like having to make sure we have a good win,
Yeah.
good break. So we can be able to
Well,
last long.
especially in basketball and football when I mean, half the battle is how much stamina you have.
Yeah, facts.
For sure. Yeah. So what made you choose to come to South Carolina? Obviously, I mean, everyone has their own reasons. I have my reasons of why I went, but why did you choose to come to South Carolina?
Yeah, first of all, it's a great school, and like it was close to home, like 2 hours away from home, and it was really just the coaching staff. Like they made everything seem like home. Like ever since they started recruiting me, it was the same way from the start to the beginning. So they
Yeah.
always showed me love, always make sure I was at every game if I wanted to be. Like always hitting me up, calling, make sure I was like a priority. So a place where I feel like I'm priority, that's the place I'm going to go. So that's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
the reason. And there was a lot of guys that committed that was cool too. That was talking to South Carolina around the same time, like me, Bakari, Judge, even like who else? Some of the guys that left, like Cam Upshaw, like all of us. Like we was talking Zabari, Sandy, like we was all talking, just coming into recruitment was like, yeah,
Yeah.
this could be fun. So, and we ended up like committing here. So that's really much the really thing, just the connections basically.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
Yeah, I
love that.
completely agree. When you don't, I had three other schools that looked at me, and when you don't feel like you're wanted, and you don't
Yeah,
feel like they want you as much as the other schools do, then
yeah,
you're like, okay, this is kind of an easier pick. But then
right.
once you get to know the guys and get to see the field and everything, and get to know the coaches, and they actually want you, and they
Yeah,
pursue the like hard at getting you. Like they have to really go after you because you don't want to play for somebody who
yeah.
doesn't want you to play for
One.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
facts.
So it was all that for me at least. So
Yeah, because there was a lot of that in the recruitment. Like some offers, you would feel like, okay, yeah, this is the offer that I could feel like I could commit to and I could progress here. But some of them is just like, I mean, it's good to have, but I don't feel like that'll be the place for me with
Right.
because all the other recruits they probably recruiting like probably not the top of their board right now or working up my way to that board, but a school that's making you feel like you that guy, and then the production that's been put through the team in the past years, like with Coach Gray, all the guys he's put in the league, he's been in the league, played in the league, so and just hearing him coach his mentality, like
Oh yeah.
that reminds me of my childhood, so
Yeah.
something that I do, so
Yeah.
that's what I love. Just come to play for.
Well, it's also so, I mean, not only just to feel like valued as you come into the school, but also for them to keep their word, to
Yeah,
every practice you go into, for them to continue, not just, okay, he signed, he's here, we
right.
can forget about him,
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
sounds like they still do that. I mean, they're still at the
definitely,
school, So,
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
just gotta put
great.
in the work,
And
man.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so that's all I try to do every day. Put in the work,
Put
make
in
them
the
see me,
work.
make them hear my name every day. So
Yes.
worked out.
Out of all of the games that you've played, which one has been your favorite? Do you have one that has been like a standout, whether it was, I don't know, I mean, Storming the Field was pretty great. So was
Yeah.
it one of those games or was it something that meant a little bit more to you? You played against someone you knew, something like that.
Mm, the Texas A&M game was definitely a big game for me. I feel like because the rest is rushing the field, being the number 10 team. One of my other favorite games was Clemson last year. When you beat Clemson at away, that was fun, especially in the locker room and everything with the guys.
Oh my God.
One of the most like memorable games. Like
Yeah.
so that, and then I'll probably say the Missouri game too. And the reason I like the Missouri game because it's like it just show how fast God can work. I feel like in my opinion because the play I had gave up a touchdown like right at the end of the game that could have lost the game for us, and like I was getting down on myself just saying like why that happened, and it was just about how my teammate was just telling me just keep your head up, like it happens for a reason, go get it back, it happens for a reason, the offense go get us, offense go down and score, we get back on defense and I catch the game still a pick. So I just always look back on God and just say like he always gonna be there when you need him.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason, for sure. Yeah. And that kind of leads into my next question of like, how do you balance the like the on-field intensity with staying very present and going from one play to another? I mean, for me personally, it's very different. I was a gymnast for a long time, and so it was you got one shot and that was it.
Yeah.
So I always like to hear of other sports how they go from in baseball, in football, where you have a lot of different chances.
Yeah.
How do you balance that?
I feel like you just gotta balance the highs with the lows. Like I don't really feel like you can don't get too high but don't get too low at the same time. Like kind of stay level headed, like just with everything you do. Like even after you make a play, like you feel like okay, yeah, I'm getting in that mode, I'm getting in my zone, but just make
Yeah.
sure you stay locked in and out too out of control just because of that one play. Because the next play you could give up a play, a touchdown, drop your confidence a little bit. But even when you do having those plays that you can't make, like still learn how to keep your confidence. Just think next play. The next play is going something gonna happen.
Yeah.
Next play, just keep going for the next
Yeah.
play. Like because as the games go on, you're gonna figure out what the guys doing. You're gonna
Yeah.
understand them, start figuring it out, and like it's just gonna start slowing down for you each and every part of the game. So I feel like just keep your confidence at a real good level, and just know that just you can make the next play. You just gotta keep just sticking to your
Yeah.
rules.
And I mean the Missouri game is proof. Like if in your head you need proof, like it's happened before. Like,
Definitely. Right.
so that's cool. Yeah.
So I know you played offense and defense in high school, and
Yeah.
what made you switch to defense and defensive back and safety here and there? What made you switch? What was that moment that made you go, I want to play on defense?
So it's actually a crazy story. Like I was a 10th grader. I was in 10th grade and I went to a workout with Georgia. I had a workout with Georgia. I went there, but I went there for a receiver. Like me, it was me, my brother, and like three other dudes from my high school. We had got an invite to go there, so we went there. And I went there as receiver, but Kirby came to me after. It was like, I want you to come back for DB. So I was like, okay. Came back for DB, and like I did what I did. I showed out. I think I gave like I wasn't perfect. Like I gave us some catches in here and there, like in the 1-on-1s, but I made my plays as well. He was like, and so I was just thinking, I was like, okay, like this is a chance where I can possibly play DB too. So I just started playing, start studying. Like once I started seeing get interest from like schools and stuff at DB, I was like, okay, maybe it's starting to go back, start really lock in on this DB for real, for real. Like so I started doing extra drills with my coach. One of my coaches named Kendrick Manning. He my 10th grade year. Well, it was really before that, but once he seen like I was starting to get the interest and stuff like that, he was like, okay, like this is real. Like it's about time to really lock in on DB because everything else has been athletic ability. Like but now it's time to like really lock in on your skills and stuff like that. So I'll start working up at 5 o'clock in the morning, doing the school before I go to school, working out with him. Then going to after practice, we're doing more drills with him. Through the weekends when we coming off of a game, just getting extra footwork in every day, just working on my T-steps, working on my breaks, stuff like that. And then I just kept going to camps as DB and just getting better and better and learning the position more and more. And then in the games, it was coming easier. Then I started playing 7-on-7, figuring out coverages and stuff like that. So that's really all just molded together. Like around I say 11th to my 12th grade year, about everything started molding together as like a true like D1 DB. Even at then, I was still getting like interest for receiver. Like Nebraska had offered me for a receiver, and Florida State had offered me for an athlete. But I felt like DB was probably the strong point.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to me that you have a lot of athletes that spend their whole life from the time that they can walk on one sport, and
Yeah.
it's so interesting how much hard work and dedication plus other sports. I think that that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
when you really started focusing on it in 10th grade, you had 2 years and you made it to a D1 school and you're killing it. You were SEC freshman,
Yeah, All-American.
all American team. Yes. That's incredible. Like as a true freshman. And so it's really cool to kind of watch that when you hear so many stories of people that are like, well, if you just stick to the same sport but then you don't get burnt out. You go into college and it's
Yeah.
still fun,
Exactly.
which is awesome.
Like I'm glad I played multiple sports because all those tie into football. Like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and plus even on the fun side, like when we do stuff outside of football, like when we go hoop, we can go play baseball. Like I'm good. Like
You said, guys, watch this. I'm better.
that's what I'm saying.
I
can
have
do everything.
practice.
Like I don't practice
Exactly.
everything. I feel like that's what I would teach my kid too. I want my kid to play every
Yeah.
sport and tie it in
Yeah.
whatever you pick at the end. Like is watch it all. It's gonna all fold together. You're gonna be able to use all those different skills into that one sport. So.
Yeah, we actually talked to a mental health coach for athletes last week, and she said the same thing. She was like, you have to let kids kind of go from one sport to another, and I think you're proof that it all goes into one. You never got burnt out. You love your sport most of the time. We talked about that too.
It builds the athlete
Yes,
in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
sport requires something different.
Right.
And if you build the athlete with playing multiple sports, they're more well-rounded.
Definitely, definitely. See, that's what my
That's
mom was
really cool.
afraid of us getting burnt out. Like, we was gonna stun our growth or something like that. Like, because my dad always having us working out. We'd be doing 3 different sports in a day. Like, and she'd be thinking it's too much. We're gonna burn out. Like, my dad knew what he was doing. So,
he said, I have a lot of energy. I just need to expend it somehow.
right, exactly.
Yep, go play outside. Yeah, I love that. Now you're sort of known for your tackles. You had 76 your freshman year. You had 48 last year, and so far you're at 36. I think defensive back is your place.
Yes.
Now, I don't know much about tackling, but it's a skill. I mean, like this is coming from a female, and
Yeah.
this is just who it is.
Oh, no, yeah, you spit a game though.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I don't know football super well, but I know it well enough to. But in as well as you can you talk a little bit about how you learned and developed that skill and how you're working to make it even better as you kind of go through your junior year, through the rest of this year, and so on?
Yeah. So like with tackling, I feel like it's always just a mindset. Like it's also a mindset. I feel like it starts at a mindset when you like in the younger ages, like just starting playing football, like 5 and 6 years old. You always gonna be that kid that want to hit. There's always gonna be that kid that don't want to get hit. And I was always that kid that wanted to hit. So it was. I feel like some of that was just naturally mentality, just like my dad going to the military, bringing us up, like hard working and stuff like that. I feel like they just already put the mindset in me of just being a competitor, not being scared of the other man, just really going to tackle. And then, but as you get older, you got to learn how to tackle. Like in a lot of AAU sports, travel ball, they'll teach you to tackle in a base, like in a base standing, like with your feet stuck in the ground. But now in college, like they want you to tackle with near foot, so it's an easier tackle. You just don't want to get in power because then he can just go right past you. But if you tackle with your near foot his near shoulder, then it's an easier tackle and just keep your feet at speed. So I feel like it's definitely a mindset at first, but then it's also technique to it as well. Because you got to know when to tackle and how to tackle and
Yeah.
who to tackle the right way. Like it's
Right.
a lot of quick running backs and receivers. You really can't tackle them, try to hit them low because they gonna juke you out. So you really got to fit them up, tackle them. But like big, heavier running backs, that's the ones you want to take the legs off under them. Hopefully get them from the waist down. Try not to catch them shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
That can be, you know how that goes.
Kind of be nasty. Yep. So interesting. I've never played, and Luke never played football, so
Love
it's
it.
fascinating.
I watch it. I know
Yeah.
it religiously, but I never played it.
Never
Oh,
played.
you know,
My best friend
no.
played it in high school and played it in
Are you a
college.
quarterback? What position you play in baseball?
First base. I told my parents, I said, if I ever play football, I'll play quarterback because that's the only thing I
Quarterback?
was probably good at. And they were like, nah, quarterbacks get hit too much. And I was like, okay, we won't play football then.
Dang.
No football.
My best friend played safety and running back in high school and then went to Salisbury, which is a D3 in Maryland. And they won a triple option, so he played slot receiver as one of the running backs. So like
You can the ball a lot.
I was around it all the time, but my high school wasn't really good at football.
Yeah.
But I mean I know enough. Just I wish I played like 1 year of just tackle football.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
But yeah, I definitely feel like everybody got to experience football. Cause my brother, he didn't do football either. He was the same. He was like he just didn't want to get hit. Like he stuck to track, and he did baseball a little bit, and he did basketball a little bit. But his main thing was track. He real long legged. He like 6'3". So
Oof.
yeah.
Yeah. Luke's
I'm
Luke's
short.
5'9". Yeah.
I'm 5'9". I got no height. I have no height. Nope. I'm the
Jeez.
shortest first baseman you'll ever meet.
Yeah, that's I was first base. I was thinking you to have some height.
Yeah, no, I'm short.
Sure.
Me being
Nah,
flexible
he's
makes up for
super
it.
short.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 5'9". You can put you anywhere though. First base, second base.
Yeah, I
Shortstop.
play
Yeah.
first and
Well,
second.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
not very
DH.
fast or agile at all. So the middle infield is not his
Yeah.
I
vibe.
can't play outfield because I run.
That was
So
my position.
we run 60s. We run 60s in baseball. My 60 is a 7'9", which would translate. I've never ran a 40. My 40 is probably like a 5. So
He said, "Not gonna judge you, but."
I love shortstop. That was my position.
I'm surprised that you didn't play. Yeah, you were saying that you were outfield, but I was like,
When I would play up, I would be on the outfield a lot. Just
Got it.
me and Jared would be in the outfield together, shut down the whole outfield, run hash to hash, use the speed to get all the balls out the outfield, diving catch and stuff like that. But when I would play at my age group, I'd be mainly a shortstop and pitcher. Like I was
good.
real
Oh.
good pitcher. Had a real good fastball, curveball,
there you go.
cutter, all that. So
okay.
it was- I don't know. It just got boring to me. So I kind of
Well,
wish I was.
yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I was too impatient. That was one of my problems as a kid. I ain't had no patience.
That's okay. Your kids will be in T-Paul.
Right.
And then you really won't have patience. You're like, let me show you a fastball. Yeah.
So, speaking of your brother, how is it playing with him? And has that like changed the way you see South
Bless you.
Carolina when you picked the school, or is that like has that changed the way you see football? Like, has your love grown more for the game since you play with your brother? Like,
Yeah.
you hope to play in the NFL with him one day. Like, is
It's definitely been great just having like somebody else to talk to just right there. Just we always used to talk when he was at Tennessee Tech, like just over the phone, just talk about the games and stuff like that. Like him seeing me play as a freshman, like that lit up his world. Like that made him want to go even harder. Like and him just seeing him go to college, just being out there when I come to his games, like making me want to go harder and just hearing the things he telling me, like from just learning from QBs as a college QB and just hearing from him as a college DB, like just having those conversations and talking about the game plan and stuff like that was always fun. So now with him coming together and bringing that same mindset, like just being a mentor, a big brother, like I always would thank him for that because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for none of my brothers, honestly. Like they
Yeah.
set the foundation. They set the foundation. I just followed it. So it's
So
definitely
you're the
made this
youngest.
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they did. Um, Now, away from sports, because your other brother that runs track, he is a nurse. What is your major?
My major is public health, and I got a minor in journalism.
Nice. Do you have, obviously, this is always a fun question when I ask athletes because they're like, I don't really care what I do. I'm trying to I'm trying to go pro. Um, do you have like an academic goal? Like, would you want to work in sports as like a reporter or as a writer or, with that journalism or something?
I wanted to be public health, so I would take public health into physical therapy. That's what I want to do, physical therapy, but now I feel like I'm starting to fall back more into my minor, which is journalism, with a lot of like sports casting and sports writing and stuff like that. Because I always like to write and like type papers and stuff like that. Typing papers literally, like a lot of my cousins and stuff, they say like that was probably like the hardest things, but for me, I feel like that's easy for me. I don't know why. I just write. I feel like my mind just be like when I get a topic, I just like do my research and just get it going. So I feel like that's something that's one of my strengths for journalism.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're passionate about whatever topic you're writing about, for sure. And now with the major, I think we have a sports media major now, or at least it's coming to South Carolina.
Yeah, I think you already got it because I heard a lot. I think some on the team.
Yeah.
I think I heard them talking about that.
Yeah. And what's good I mean, you see so many retired pros that are now broadcasting and sportscasting
Exactly.
and right. It's something you can do afterwards, which is really cool and still beneficial.
Journalism classes because they talk about a lot of my classes like history of like football, history of baseball, stuff like that. So just doing all the sports history and stuff like that, learning stuff about South Carolina that I didn't know about, other teams, like how the playoffs used to be, all those crazy rules, how it was really just a lot about the run, and the pass starting to get as the game went on. Having the SEC like in different like people riding trains to games like because they wasn't flying. So just hearing about all that, like I loved all that. I love going to class for that.
God.
Yeah.
Right. I love when professors know what gets their students going.
Yeah.
Like, listen, you can get the same point across as long as you're talking about football. Just saying.
Yeah. Did you have Kevin Hole?
No. So I was a sport and entertainment major. So I had most of the people that were in close hip. If you ever have any classes in close hip, that's where I was.
I think I had like a couple classes at Coastal.
Yeah,
Kevin
I had
Hole, he was a real good professor.
What was his name?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that are still in the journalism school and they love it.
Yeah.
They do a really, really good job with that. And you can see like the people that go into journalism and more into like visual broadcasting. And I mean, the people that do, the social media and the graphics and everything is incredible. I just want to say that I so miss Willie B. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's like for you as an athlete to go out in an environment like that? Because I know as a student, it's unbelievable, but I would love to know what it's like for you.
Nah, as a player, it's definitely like it's crazy. Like, as I think the first time I rushed the field was Tennessee. I was a recruit though, but we was on the sidelines. We came on the sidelines right before they was rushing the field. I was a recruit, rushed it during Tennessee, and I was like, I'm definitely got to come here. Like I was already committed at the time, But I was like, yeah, it's no doubt now. Like, it was no doubt. So, and then just playing there during the games, like just getting it loud, like right before we come out, third down, like you can't even like it's good for us because when we on defense, they be routing up the offense. So it's
Oh yeah.
like, I've been had players like team players from the other teams like coming like, right, it's loud in here, like we can't even hear the play call. Like I'm like, yeah, I know.
You're like, I know this is my place, dude.
Yeah,
What do you
it's
do?
amazing, especially that run
It's
after Missouri that
yes.
run they had. That's probably the craziest I've ever heard of. Like
Yes.
the ground was shaking. So it's
Like it
definitely
felt
like
like an earthquake.
yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. Definitely
Yeah.
that one. No other stadium. I ain't met a stadium that's been top. That's top. Willie B yet. Probably besides Tennessee, my freshman
Yeah.
year.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, Willie B is unreal, and I'm sure you prefer to play at home than away. Yeah,
yeah.
like
I see.
way prefer.
I would prefer playing more home and away, but I do like playing away games too, though, because
Yeah,
it feel good to just walk to my house and win. So
yeah, this
Very
is
true.
true.
Very true.
that's why I love away
Does
games.
it?
And I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's I don't know. Away games hit different too, but I do love my
Does
away
it?
games.
I feel like the travel and being with the team, going to a new place to play is a whole
Yeah.
different thing than
Yeah,
playing the home game. That
definitely.
adds to it for me at least.
Yeah.
Does the Now, again, never been in an environment as loud as a football stadium when I would be like competing. And so I've asked baseball players the same question. Like they really like pitchers like lock in. When you're in an environment like that, do you do anything to kind of lock in so that it doesn't bother you? Like away games are a little bit different because let's be honest, no one's as loud as
Yeah.
South Carolina fans, and you can kind of focus more on your like what you're doing. Is that any different home versus away, and how do you kind of tune it out while you're playing?
See, okay, so like I would say with the home games, I feel like I just got to be more of in a focus, more of a focused mindset because like it's gonna be loud, like you used to. It's, like that's not really in your mindset right now. Your mindset is like what you got to do in the man that's in front of you. Like just worry about doing your details. Make sure that the noise don't get to you. So I feel like you
Right.
just got to play. I feel like it's more calm, definitely doing with the home games. One more in the away games, you get a little rowdy because you hear like you got the fans yelling at you, saying whatever in your ear, and it's like you want to respond back, but it's like I'd
Yeah.
rather go on the field and respond after I make a play. So
Right.
that's when it's like when I make a play at home, it's like yeah, I'm showing love to the fans, like let's go run to the
Yeah.
station. When I make a play in an away game, it's like nah, like yeah, like talking trash, like get in your face, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, do you have any pre-game routines? Like, do you have a superstition? Because baseball players always have superstitions. Like, I have to put the same shoe on, and the same sock on every morning, and the same
Yeah.
cleat on every morning. I have to do the same pre-game routine, like
Um,
stretch-wise. I do a handstand before every single game. Um, and if I hold it longer, that means I'm going to play well. But,
okay.
These are
but,
really things that I tell him not to tell other people out loud.
but, is there anything that you have to do, or like a song that you listen to, or something that you tell yourself before a game before you run out?
I feel like it's a lot of things that I do that's the same thing. I don't know if it's a superstition, but it's just like
That
I
could be a
got
routine.
yeah, I say routine. Like I always get them like but when we walk do Gamecock walk or when we away games we go walk. I always get a massage before the game, and then I go out. So then I make sure I get stretched the same way before the game. I make sure I sometimes some games like I don't have enough time to do everything, and I'd be like, dang, I didn't get to do that. Like, so am I gonna play bad or it's like you won't do
Exactly.
it, and then I go out there and play good, and it's like, does it
Maybe I
matter?
don't need to do that.
Not matter.
Yeah.
I don't like. I sometimes just be like, but sometimes I do like to stick to the routine that I set at first. But if it do break, I gotta remind myself not to panic. Cause like, you
It's a
go,
Yeah.
stress that no, yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
yeah, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. But it's like I say, the scratch the same. I always make sure I get my massage, my scratch, and I always pray. Me and Jerry always pray in the end zone together. Like, and then, so I think for Virginia Tech, I think he prayed, and then we'll just go back and forth each and every game. Like one game he'll pray, one game I pray, one game he pray, and then we'll just go back and forth. And we make sure we do that before every game. So
Oh, I love that.
That's nice.
See, those are things that, as long as you do those three things, your body and your mind are all
yeah,
pretty balanced. Yeah, that's great. Um, massage sounds nice. Do you
yeah.
Things D1 players get that we don't.
Listen, they have a lot. Listen, okay, listen. I I used to tutor at the Doty, and the things. Listen, I don't know how y'all do it. It is a full-time job.
It is. It
Look,
is.
he's smiling though. Do you see this? It's possible.
It's
He
possible,
said,
but
"Uh-huh."
it's like I said, this bye week is needed. This bye week is definitely needed.
Definitely needed. You're gonna catch up on some sleep.
Yeah, definitely. 'Cause
Yeah.
especially when you hurt, like you got to wake
Mm.
up earlier to go to treatment. So like I just go in the treatment room, even like if my body not feeling well, I go in early anyways just to get my body going. Sometimes I just go early just to wake up, and
Yeah.
then so I would probably wake up like at 5:15, do some crazy 5:15, do some little stretches, a little isometrical workout. So my workout, what I want our trainers know I am named Chip, and then I go to the training room, get like some laser, hot probe, stuff like that, some heavy mat, and then probably hit the hot tub or cold tub before practice, and just get my body going. Because I
Yeah.
say it take a lot. Because when you beat up, it take a lot to get your body warmed back up. So
Oh, I bet.
yeah,
Yeah, I can only imagine. I remember when I was in gymnastics, again, very, very different type of beat up. I didn't actually get beat up by other people. Um, but I remember that my body, when I would go to sleep, it would twitch so much from my
yeah,
muscles. Like, I, I could never fall asleep on an airplane
yeah,
because I would hit the person next to me. So I can only imagine, like, the cold tub, the hot tub, the massages, the treatment
yeah.
is so needed, and that's one thing I think South Carolina especially does a really good job at is they really emphasize the importance of that,
Yeah,
which is good.
definitely. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. You don't get it. You don't
Uh,
make you hurt, and you don't come to treatment. You
yep.
in trouble. So
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yes. That's the
Yeah.
same way here. If you don't go to treatment, you're not playing.
yeah, exactly, exactly. 'Cause you don't want to get healthy, so you don't want to get healthy.
Yeah.
Then
There
just
you
don't
go.
play.
No playing time for you. Yeah, exactly. Um, Kind of on the other side, what do you do, if anything, outside of football?
Um, I really lately. I ain't gonna lie. Lately, I've been playing 2K. This is really
Are you good at
really
it?
Okay.
yeah. I'm real good. I've been trying to pray more, like just by myself. Sometimes with my girlfriend, and like make sure you just pray together, doing stuff for her. Um, really just hanging with the guys, just chilling, just enjoying these moments. Cause like
Yeah.
next few years, like a lot of people's lives gonna change. So we just enjoying these moments with the guys, with my loved
Yeah.
ones and stuff like that. So
It goes too fast, I will tell
yeah,
you.
yeah. I was just a
Way too
freshman.
fast. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, as you go into your upperclassmen years of your time at South Carolina, what are your goals, personal, or like academic, athletic, anything like that? What kind of goals do you have for the next 2 years?
Yeah. So like my goal was always to graduate before I left college. So that was my parents. That my parents said you ain't going nowhere until you graduate anyways. So
You're not getting
so
drafted early. There's your answer.
yeah,
Nope.
so like it was like when I say I knew that coming into college. So like my first year, I came in as an exercise science major, and they told me after my freshman year that if you exercise science, you gotta have 4 years to graduate. You gotta go to be in college for 4 years to graduate. But after the freshman season that I had, I was blessed to be able to play throughout the whole season, have good stats, get all awards and stuff like that. So I was put in my head like it's a possible chance that I could have the opportunity to leave in 3 years. So once I seen that position was on the table, I was like, okay, is there a way that I could switch my major, graduate early, and still have the field that I want to when I leave? And I talked to my advisor, and they was like, yeah, like if you want to switch to public health, you could still go into physical therapy, but you can graduate in 3 years if you wanted to leave early. So if I do want to leave after this season, I'll be graduating in December. But if I want to come back, I'll also still be graduating. I'll just go into like my masters and stuff like that. So
That's great.
Okay. That's good.
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
That's good that they help you with that, and they don't just tell you that no, you can't do this, you can't do that, and they actually
right,
like talk you through like switching
yeah,
majors and still being able to do what you want to do is very nice because that
right,
most places
yeah.
that don't happen.
Because that was the part I was scared about. I was like, what if I can and then I got to come back just to graduate? Like, it's just
Yeah.
the whole year of school and I'm
Yeah.
all my
Right.
sweat, blood, and tears, and I got to do all over
Yes.
again. So it's like,
Yes.
no, I'm graduating. That's just the biggest thing. So
That's really cool. And I definitely applaud your parents and your upbringing for that because I think that it's really important. And I'm not downplaying how incredible it is to be a D1 athlete and to go
yeah,
pro. I just think, you're in college too and you can do it in 3 years like you're gonna do. I mean, if you put your mind to it, you can do both. It's
because I came
really,
in.
really hard.
Yeah, my parents made sure I always. When I got it ninth grade, I started taking like upper class or like college classes, like online. I think it was Central Georgia Tech, and I started taking my classes on. I was taking them through freshman year all the way up to senior year, so I already had like a bunch of credits when I came in. So that's why I was able to do that, to be able to graduate with 3 years. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
thank God for my parents for having those opportunities. My
Yeah.
auntie, because she worked at the high school that I went to, so she would always make sure I was like, yeah, you finna get in these college classes, like you gonna do good, you gonna take the class. So it wasn't no escaping good grades. Like you wasn't no escaping that. So
Nope. But
Nope.
it's helpful. It's definitely
yeah,
helpful.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's
Um,
perfect.
yeah. Well, I think my last question before we go into our fun little rapid fire questions is kind of going along with the last question I asked is what kind of legacy do you want to leave at South Carolina? Like, what do you want people to talk about when you leave?
I just want people to see my effort, how hard I play, um, my faith in God, what I love out there, what I spread it to others that surround me. Just pouring Him into more people's lives, spreading the word to more people, and just seeing that I was a good person all around. Just knowing that I was a good player on the field, I made plays. I set a legacy with being a great DB, hopefully being one of the best that came through, and just having that type of love around me would just get a connection with other guys, like being up there with the top guys like DJ Swearinger, JC Horn, Stephon Gilmore, Nicky Mawari, Sellers Dow, all them boys that's in the league. Just hopefully I can have that standard when I leave and just leave a legacy of my own of saying Jayla he was a good player here, he was a good fan, he was a good person, and just make sure that I show love to everybody. So
I love that. That is
yeah.
exactly what. Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect. Um, all right, time for some rapid fire questions. Now, you don't actually have to go rapid fire. Don't feel the need to elaborate, you can. Okay. Favorite sport to watch besides football?
Basketball.
Basketball. Even after the games game 7 of the World Series?
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah.
was this season. Wimby dropped 40 at
Yep.
7-4. Then Ja coming back, even though he just got suspended. And Shea, he doing his thing. And then it's like I got a lot of friends in the league too. So I ain't really
Yeah,
got no
that
friends
definitely makes it better.
in baseball. So
Yeah, definitely makes it more fun to watch for sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
What's one thing about you that fans might be surprised to learn?
Surprised to learn.
Like, do you knit? Do you?
Do you-
Probably not, but this is just an example.
I used to play the saxophone, and I used to work like the audio and visual, like at my church when COVID was around, like for my dad to go live on YouTube and go live on Facebook and stuff like that, and I work with the camera and stuff like that. So
Oh,
that's like I don't think anybody do that.
oh, tech
Got some
savvy
technical skills.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
in
I
front
get it from
and behind the camera. Just saying.
yeah, yeah.
Um, do you try to model your game after any specific player?
Um, a little bit. My dad used to have me watch Ed Reed a lot growing up, just like his highlights and have his old clips like on the TV and stuff like that. His 30 for 30s. I say Jalen Ramsey because of his versatility, and just his aggression that he played with. Um, who else? I like Brian Branch. I like how he because he can cover and he aggressive too. I grew up watching Derwin James when he was at LSU as well, like just with the tackling aspect. Like he was a dog. So
Oh yeah.
and a lot and Legend Legion of Boom, obviously all of them boys.
Oh yeah.
They was all of them boys that was in the DB room. Like they was all good and hard. I used to watch all of them. So I really just took bits and pieces from all of them, honestly.
That's great. Let's see. Do you have a favorite sports team, like a football team, basketball team?
I don't.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We get that answer a lot.
My
So,
dad, I say my dad's a Baltimore fan. He was a Pittsburgh fan, Steelers. So
Ooh.
oh, gross.
Ravens and
No.
a Baltimore and a
he grew up.
Steelers
So
fan.
he grew up watching the Steelers, and then like as the like now he's becoming a Baltimore fan. So
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
fair
All right.
enough. Can't hate on that one.
yeah.
Um,
He would cheer for the Falcons, but they don't be winning. Like
I don't blame
I
you. I don't blame you.
I would cheer for the Falcons. Like if they win though, like I'm there with them. Like let's go Georgia. But
you gotta support, right? You gotta support because South
yes,
Carolina doesn't have any sort of professional
exactly,
team, so you
exactly.
gotta do it.
And I always like to see Carolina win too. So
Oh
I know
yes,
they
of
had a
course
good win last night. So
they did. That was crazy.
yeah, they needed that win. So
They really did.
it's good to see them get a win.
Yeah. Go to pregame song.
I'll probably say I'll probably say a song by Lil Baby. Probably consistent by Lil Baby.
That's a
Yeah,
good hype up song.
yeah.
Hardest stadium to play in.
Hardest stadium to play in. I don't know. I get would hardest be the same thing as loudest?
Yeah, like
Well,
either like most difficult to focus in, like really crappy environment, like the actual stadium itself, whatever like hardest means to you.
I'll probably say probably Tennessee. Probably Tennessee. Yeah, cause they was talking crazy before the game, and it was loud in there. But I had a pretty good game that game, so but
See, you can handle it. Perfect.
it definitely was loud. It definitely was loud. I say that,
Yeah,
and it was funny too.
I could not. I could not. Is it difficult like playing? Okay, what's the diff? Playing in the rain, the cold, the heat. Which one do you hate the most?
Definitely, I'll say definitely probably the cold
Okay.
or the heat. Nah, I definitely say the heat. The heat. It's
The
definitely
heat
the heat.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the heat. Cause
Yeah,
it's
I won't
like
lie. You got all that stuff
yeah,
on.
you get tired and hot. The teams go tempo. You gotta come on the field and yeah. Sometimes you
there's
just
no
sit out.
time to sit there and take a break.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
exactly. Cause then
Yep.
we be sweating
No.
through warm ups and then have to put our pads and stuff on. Like I be having to
Yeah.
change shirts and everything when I come back from warm up.
And no
That's
thank
all
you.
so heavy.
Yeah, I bet. Last one. Best piece of advice you've ever received.
Best piece of advice I've ever received. Um, I'll probably say from my pops. He is just he gave me a bunch of advice, but one thing I could probably say was just always be patient and waiting your turn. Don't ever rush to see what else somebody else is doing. Like don't ever look at somebody else's lane. Always stay in your lane. Just
Yeah.
'cause he always talking to us growing up. Like we come from like a small town, so we wasn't ever like the like in our class, like our big class, never like the top ranked players until like I mean I became a 4 star my senior year, right out of high school. So, but throughout everything else, like it always be guys that we would be competing with that would be way higher ranked than us. It was just like don't look at that lane, just stay in your lane. But once you get to that point, like you're gonna be coming out on top because it would always be like players like DBs, receivers that was ranked higher than me. But like now it comes to the day, like right now, like I'm like at one of the top. So just sticking to that my whole life, just staying in my own lane, keeping just staying patient, waiting for my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great advice because you don't want to get in front of yourself or get ahead of yourself.
Exactly.
Enjoy the
That's how.
ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later,
This is totally. Well, thank you so much, Jalen, for coming on to our
yeah, no
podcast. We
problem.
really appreciate it. We'd love to have you back on sometime when you make it in the pros. So,
Okay.
yeah, good luck. Enjoy your bye week, and thank you so much.
All right, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you for having me on.
Bye.
Okay, bye.